Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my review on the new Burberry Goddess fragrance. And I did pick up the travel that came with the mini. So here is the travel. As you can see, it's completely empty. So I have spent time with this fragrance. I went through the travel and I did pick up a 50 ml and I already started on my 50 ml. So since I have been spending a lot of time with this fragrance, I've also have some layering combos for you guys that I'll share at the end. So we're gonna go over a quick review. There's not a lot to say about this beautiful, simple vanilla because it is a simple vanilla. And then I will share some layering combos. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. I'm gonna go over the keynotes that are on the Burberry site, and then I will go over what I found on Fragrantica because it's slightly different. So this is considered an aromatic gourmand, and the notes are vanilla infusion and lavender, vanilla caviar, and vanilla absolute. And vanilla caviar is made up of the seeds and pulp of pure Madagascar bourbon vanilla beans. So I wanted to put that out there because automatically my mind went to caviar. But this is basically 3 different types of vanilla and then a note of lavender. My nose does detect the lavender in this scent. When this scent opens up, I get a blast of lavender, and it is that kind of slightly cologne-y lavender that you find in men's fragrances. It doesn't bother me, but if you don't like that kind of harsh lavender, I do detect it very strong for the first 10 minutes. And then after that, it dries down and falls into the background, and then the vanilla starts to come through. And the vanilla in this fragrance is not overly gourmand. It's a very simple vanilla. So keep that in mind. This is a light, airy, aromatic vanilla. There's not much to it. That's what it is to me. Now, on Fragrantica, they do list cacao and ginger, but I do not pick up those notes. I don't pick up like a zesty ginger note. And I don't really get anything right now that's kind of bitter like cacao or has that like dark chocolate. At least not now. To me, it's very much the vanilla and the lavender. But again, the vanilla, even though this is considered a gourmand, it is not a cakey vanilla. I had talked about this fragrance in my new fragrances of 2023. And I said that I really hope that this is what I want, which is just a lavender vanilla fragrance, and to me that's what I got. Now, I did have a lovely viewer mention Maison Lancome's Lavande Trianon, which I do have seller's remorse on that fragrance, and every now and again I miss it and I crave it, but I remember that scent getting gourmand. It started to get cakey and more of a dense vanilla, not like a light airy vanilla. Like when you think of maybe vanilla ice cream, it was more like vanilla cake, if that makes sense. This is not overly gourmand to me. It's my kind of gourmand, and this is a scent that I think is perfect for year round. It's perfect for the office. It's gonna be nice for the holidays because of the vanilla, but also nice in this heat. So it's a beautiful transitioning scent, and I think out of all the vanillas that I have in my collection, this is probably my favorite as of right now. Okay, so next, performance. This to me has moderate performance. It's not a powerhouse by any means. It projects for the first hour, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how you spray it. I do have to overspray this one, and then I get that projection for like the first hour, and it projects around me, and then it starts to come in a little closer as time goes on. And I would say around that 4 or 5 hour mark, it sits very close to the skin, but I wouldn't say that this is a skin scent. There are fragrances that are very much skin scents. You gotta sniff your skin to smell them. This is just one that someone's gotta get in for a hug. Maybe they gotta walk really close by you. I'll catch whiffs of it if I flip my hair, if I go to walk the dog and the breeze cuts through. So it's definitely more of an intimate scent, but it has really good longevity. This is a scent that I've been wearing to bed, and when I wake up, I smell it. Again, I don't necessarily have to put nose to skin. This does last really well on clothes and on hair. And that is Burberry Goddess. All right, so some layering combos. The first layering combo that I thought of, now I did think of this combo because of the ginger note that I thought could be in here, that again I saw from Fragrantica. I thought of Tuile d'Hermès. This one has bitter orange. It has a very prominent note of ginger in the opening. It's zesty. It's got like a citrus opening. It starts to get powdery, a little soapy from the jasmine. I believe there's other like white florals in here. But the longer this fragrance sits, the more powdery it gets. So I decided to layer these together. And what I noticed a lot about layering with this fragrance is because the vanilla is not overly gourmand, it's again simple, and it's got that aromatic touch to it, it tends to like lighten and smooth out a lot of the fragrances that I'm gonna mention. So I felt like this scent made it a little sweeter with the vanilla, and then it took down like the lavender with the powder. Just, I don't know, it just went really well, and this was a really nice combination. So again, that is Twilly de Hermes. So while I didn't think that I had this fragrance in my collection, I thought maybe I had something close to it. So the one that I thought of was Soleil Vibrant by Lalique. But once I tested these side by side, these are not the same. I thought they were both simple vanillas, this one being lavender, this one being a little more citrus. But the vanilla in here, I wouldn't say it's necessarily foodie, but it is slightly more gourmand, and it's a little more dense. It has a citrus note. I don't know if it's orange or mandarin. It's got florals. This one to me is a nice citrusy vanilla fragrance. When I layered these two together, I just used a couple spritz of this, and then I layered this on top, and again it just made it more aromatic and a little bit more airy, which I've described this scent as airy in the past, but after comparing these two together, this one is more strong and it's got a little more going on to it. So again, that is Soleil Vibrant by Lalique. A recent combination that did get me a compliment at work was Livre by Yves Saint Laurent. This combination, I know it's gonna sound weird because this has lavender and this has lavender, but the lavender in here people describe as harsh and screechy, and it is loud in this one. It gives this fragrance more of an edginess, but these two together was really nice. Now I know that the Intense has more vanilla, but again, there is just something about this vanilla fragrance that does make this different. It does add the Burberry Goddess touch when these two are combined, and it smooths the scent out a little bit more, and it really just complements this fragrance. Again, this one is one that I overspray, and then most of the combinations I'm talking about, I don't go in as heavy because these other fragrances do have more going on. So I did spray this one a little bit lighter, but this one did peek through. This is another powerhouse. Okay, this one was more brief, so I'm gonna have to wear this more, but when I layered Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid, which to me is just a more wearable flower bomb, this one has a gourmand touch. It's also got like a peach vine note. Now the peach in here doesn't smell overly juicy. It was more like a fuzzy peach. But for whatever reason, when I sprayed these together, it made this one almost a little candy-like. I would have to play with it more because I really just tested it out on the top of my hands, just to kind of try other fragrances that other vanilla fragrances that I enjoy transitioning into fall. So I think this one's gonna be nice, but I'm gonna have to report back. So this next one isn't necessarily a transitioning scent, but I did wanna go ahead and pair up Tom Ford Noir Parfum because I really love this scent. I enjoy this during the holidays, but more so I wear this one in winter, because this is definitely a powerhouse. This one's sexy, it's strong, it's just got this little black dress thing going on. And I was hoping that maybe this one would brighten it up, make it so that I could wear it in the high heat, because I can't wear this one in the high heat. And while it did add, again, an aromatic touch, I know I keep saying that, but that's what this fragrance does to my nose, it still made it a powerhouse. This is one that maybe I would wear transitioning at night, but it's still strong. I, again, sprayed this and I only did 2 sprays of this. This is just sexy and loud. This was more so because there's a rumor that there's ginger in here, which I don't get, so I kind of wanted to pair this because this is known to have, I don't know if it's ginger or ginger flower, but this has like a ginger note. It has dessert note in here. There's vanilla. It's warm, spicy, again sexy, kind of electronic. So again, that is Tom Ford's Noir Parfum. All right, and then the last combination is actually my scent of the day, and that is Kayali's Vanilla 28 and Burberry Goddess. Now, this is probably the lightest combination that I'm going to be talking about. This is one that you can overspray both, because this is another simple vanilla. This was my favorite vanilla, but I would say this one might beat it, only because this one does have more of a gourmand touch, and I have been on the hunt for like a more simple vanilla, and then after I saw that this had lavender, it just clicked to me that that's the vanilla that I've been wanting. I've been wanting something less gourmand and foodie, like Lavanda's Trianon. This doesn't smell anything like that. It's just what I was hoping Lavanda's Trianon would smell like, and that one is more to me for your vanilla lovers. If you love vanilla, I would say go for that. Now that scent is discontinued. This to me is, again, you like vanilla. Vanilla's in everything, and you want a simple vanilla. Check this one out. So this combination here, Kayali adds a little bit of that kind of boozy vanilla and musk, and then Burberry Goddess adds that lavender and the vanilla in here being a little more rounded to me. This is a really nice combination. It's not doing too much. It's not loud like some of these other combos. This is a nice year-round combination that just adds a little bit to one another. Both beautiful on their own, both really nice simple vanillas, but really, really nice together. So again, that is Kayali Vanilla 28 layered with Burberry Goddess. So that is my quick review and layering combos on Burberry Goddess. Again, this is a very simple vanilla. It's one that's simple, but I do think it's sophisticated. I do think it's gonna be great for work. If you enjoy vanilla fragrances and you need something that's more quiet for work and not too loud, that's when you're gonna wanna test out. It is one that I could see some people maybe not enjoying because of its simplicity. So I would suggest you guys test it out in store first, but let me know in the comments below, have you tried it out? Do you have it? What are your thoughts on it? But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.